Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Chris with the C, back at you in another video. Today, you guys, we're going to be doing a 2-year review of my Chanel Denimpression flat bag. And I don't know if that's the official name because I did buy this pre-loved. We'll get into all the things, but yeah, that's what I've been calling it. But yeah, it's the 2020 release of the Denimpression flat bag. So just to give you some of the details of this bag, actually I'm going to be pulling from one of the websites that I see it on, because again, guys, this isn't on the Chanel website. I did purchase this pre-loved. So we're going to talk about this. That's probably the wear and tear and all of that as far as this bag is concerned. Shouldn't take me too long to talk about, and I do want to talk briefly about, take this opportunity to talk a bit about the Chanel price increase, as well as other items I've been loving and how I feel about my Chanel collection at this point in time. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So giving you some of the details about this bag, you guys, I'm just pulling again from another website because I don't have it pulled up from Fashion File, because I did just check Fashion File. They don't have one of these bags on the website, at least not in this size. This is the size medium. It does come in a smaller version, and it also comes in a larger version. And so yeah, from the 2020 collection. So yeah, this is a shoulder bag. It is from the Cruise 2020 collection by Virginie Viard. I'm probably not saying that correctly, I'm sorry. It does have the interlocking CC logo and chain link accent, and it does have silver tone hardware. It has the single exterior pocket, so pretty much what you're gonna find on your classic flat bags. This one has all the same features, where it has this beautiful turn lock closure and the silver hardware. I have this on here. This is just an accessory I added from HRA's collection so I could carry the back top handle. But it also has the exterior Mona Lisa pocket, which I do use to put my phone in. Some of the other details of this bag, as far as the measurements, in the height, it is 8.25. As far as the height is concerned, the width is, or the depth, I would say, is like 3.25 inches. So this depth is actually a little bit shorter. It says 3.25 on the real, but I think on Fashion File originally said 3 inches. But I don't know. I'm not gonna pull out a measuring tape and do right now. So we're gonna go with 3.25 inches as far as the depth. And I think this depth is actually a little bit shorter than the Chanel Jumbo, the leather Jumbo. But yeah, so it's either 3 or 3.25 on this one. And then as far as the length, that is, it says 12.75 inches. Actually, I think it's 11 something. That's what it said on Fashion File's website, but on the real, which is where I'm pulling from, it says 12.75. So I don't know, guys, take it for a grain of salt. The dimensions are a little bit different than the leather Jumbo. I do have my leather one right here so you guys can see. They look about the same. Really, the height and the length, I believe, are about the same. But really, the difference is gonna be in the depth, which this one has more depth than this one right here. So, as far as the wear and tear and of this particular bag, let's get into that. So you can, guys, I don't have like a camera where I can do a lot of close-up shots, and it is in the evening while I'm filming this. So we're just gonna have to make do with what we have. But this is it right here, up close as it's gonna get. There's not really any staining or anything on the front end. The color I didn't mention is like a blue-green is what it was described as on the Fashion File website. Again, the silver hardware, there aren't really many scratches on the hardware, just normal wear and tear from going in and out of the bag. But yeah, the interior, or the front portion, you don't really see anything. It's the one side. So it's like an acid wash denim. The back does have a little bit of wear, but that's been here for, like, I would say years. I mean, because you have to realize that this is the portion that rubs up against your clothing. So you probably won't pick it up on the camera, but I can see there's a little bit of wear as far as a little bit of discoloration. But I mean, the good thing about this bag being the way that it is, you're not necessarily going to be able to tell. And it's kind of plays into the aesthetic of this bag being a very casual, classy flat bag is what I'll call this one. This is the top portion right here, and this is the bottom. And I think this is the other side right here. So that is the exterior. One of the things that I do really like about this bag, which is different from the leather version of the leather jumbo classic flap that I have, is the strap right here. This is one good thing about this bag that might be different from other Chanel denim bags, because this one does have leather that is interlocking in the strap, where I think some of Chanel's other denim bags has like actual fabric interlocking, but this one does have some leather pieces attached to it, which would be on the strap. And the strap is like, has a different sound than it does on the actual leather jumbo. I really like this sound. I don't know, something about the sound I really, really like. I'm sorry, it's like ASMR or something. But yeah, that's the one thing I really like about the bag. Let's get into the interior. So this is the interior flap right here. It does still have the sticker on here. I never took it off. So this bag did come in excellent condition from the Fashion File website. So if it was used, maybe it was used 1 or 2 times. I do have like the authenticity card somewhere around here, or maybe I'll put it back in the bag because it's like my second time filming this. But yeah, so this is the interior flap right here. And then yeah, I think I did put it back in here. Yeah, this is the certificate of authenticity that I did get from Fashion File. So they classify this bag as the Chanel denim quilted Denimpression bag. So this bag did come with the dust bag as well as the authenticity card, and it did come with the care booklet as well for this bag. So like I said, if it was used maybe a few times, but it did come with like the box and the authenticity card, which is like right here. And so it does have like an interior pocket here, and then you have the main compartment right here. So you can kind of see not really much wear on the interior either. Now the one portion that does have some wear, so to speak, quotation marks, is like the portion right here on the pocket. So one of the stitches did pop here where the plaque is. So I doubt Chanel would fix this. I don't know. I mean, you don't know until you try. But I probably could like sew this back because it is, like I said, a fabric bag. But yeah, that's the only portion where there's, I guess, quote unquote wear. But otherwise, like the bag just looks really good. Again, I've used it quite a bit for the past 2 years. I think I have like 5 Chanel bags, but out of the 5, this one is by far my favorite. And in the past 2 years, it is the most used out of all of my Chanel bags. So, and you know, for me, it's really safe to use this bag just because of the look and the aesthetic of it. Some places I wouldn't wear this bag to. I wouldn't wear it to like outdoor places. Like if I was going to like a festival, something like that. The only reason I say that is because if you're in an outdoor arena, like you don't know, especially if there's food or somebody's like barbecuing, things like that. The one thing I was concerned about as it related to this bag is this bag getting an odor, since it is fabric, and it would, you know, be apt to absorbing the smells of certain things around it. So like if I was going to a barbecue, I wouldn't wear this bag. Yeah, if I'm going to an outdoor festival or concert, I probably wouldn't wear this bag because I would be concerned about maybe spilling a drink or something on here. Or like even food, something like that. I wouldn't wear this bag in that occasion. If I was going somewhere really dressed up, which I really never do, I wouldn't wear this bag because it is more of a casual bag. But this one is the most used out of my collection because it is more of a casual bag. And a lot of times when I'm wearing this bag out, I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going shopping, to other places, or I might be going like to, I don't know, maybe the museum, something like that, where it lends to a casual style or bag. So yeah, this one for me and my lifestyle can be used on an almost daily basis, I would say. So with that being said, I have not worn this bag yet this year. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, this is, like I said, the most used Chanel bag out of my collection, but I have not used it at all this year. But it still has gotten a lot of use and it remains my most used Chanel bag. Now, when I bought this bag back in 2021, it was no longer being sold in the Chanel store, so I did have to buy it pre-loved, and I did have to buy it at a premium. I mean, I didn't have to, but if I wanted the bag, of course, I would have to purchase it at the price that they were offering it, or otherwise I'd have to just leave it there, and I elected to buy it at the price that Fashionphile was offering it for at the time. And so I felt a little icky about paying a premium for this bag, but I did know at the time, I felt like I was going to use it quite a bit, which that did prove to be true. And so I don't regret paying the premium for it, for what I paid. And at the time, I think when I got this bag, it was like February 12th is when it got delivered to me of 2021. And so there was like a Valentine's Day discount coupon that I did apply to the purchase of this bag. So, yeah, like really what kind of put the price of the bag a little up was like the taxes, of course. We know years ago, Fashionphile wasn't including taxes on their purchases, but now they do. So that kind of put the price up, but the coupon from the Valentine's Day special did offset it a little bit. But yeah, I don't regret buying it at a premium, but let's talk about what has happened to this bag since I purchased it in 2021. So when I bought this bag, it was a bit under $5,000, which still is a lot of money. But Chanel has in subsequent years released other denim bags, which probably are about that price, if not more, for denim bags, as well as like, I think denim has kind of gone on the whole status as well as like tweed. So like tweed bags are a bit cheaper sometimes, I think, than leather. I think most of the time they're cheaper than leather, but they're still pretty up there in price. And I think the denim has become the same way with Chanel. And as it's gained popularity from different collections, denim is pretty much on par with like tweed and sometimes with other leather bags that they sell as well. I mean, maybe not anymore because Chanel just had the price increase. So I did want to touch on that a little bit before we end off the video. But let's talk about the increase that has happened on this bag. Again, I'm on the Real because they didn't have this same size on Fashionphile for me to compare. But on the Real, they do have this bag in another color. It is in the green. This one is in like the blue green. What I did like about this collection is all the bags looked a little bit different when you did purchase them. So that was a cool aspect of them. So like if someone else has the same bag as this, it still is gonna look a little different because the wash is gonna be a little bit different. So that's a cool aspect of the bag. But this one on the Real, it retails for $6,800. Which is crazy to me, you guys. So like I said, I paid a premium for this, but I wouldn't pay that much of a premium. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like it was, I mean, even at the time when I bought this, I was like, am I crazy? Like, am I crazy? But this one, even since I purchased, you know, this one, it has gone up even more since, yeah, like, I purchased this one. So I am glad that I got this one when I did, even at the premium, because I have gotten so much wear out of this one. So, but $6,800, guys, I didn't even pay that for this jumbo. Yeah, I didn't even pay that for this jumbo, and I wouldn't have paid that for this jumbo. And that's why I bought this one in 2018 when I did, because I made a conscious decision that, number one, the bag wasn't even worth what I paid for it back in 2018, but it definitely wasn't worth any more than that. I mean, that's just my opinion. And that's not to say anything bad about the actual bag, because a lot of people I know have had issues with quality issues as it relates to Chanel and some of the newer items that they've purchased. But in my mind, this bag that I purchased back in 2018, which is the, again, the Chanel Jumbo, or as it is called with Chanel, the large classic flap. This is in the caviar leather silver hardware. When I purchased this in 2018, I had one issue with it, and really that was something as far as me not using the bag correctly, and stuffing items in a spot where it shouldn't have been stuffed, and then one of the stitches did pop. So that was really on me, but because I had just purchased the bag, they did put it in for repair, and I've not had an issue since. And so, yeah, like for me, when I purchased this in 2018, like this bag is still virtually perfect in my eyes, almost 5 years later. And, but still, I mean, again, most of what you're paying for is the name. Let's be honest, you guys. But, you know, as it relates to quality, in my experience with the leather jumbo, I don't have any issue with it. I don't find really there to be any quality issues with this bag that I purchased. And maybe people are referring to some of the newer items. I do have a newer Chanel item, which is that Chanel, what is it? The calfskin yellow bag, which is probably my least favorite Chanel bag out of all of my Chanel bags, just because I don't feel like the quality is there with that one. And maybe that's what people are talking about as far as, you know, again, having quality issues. But yeah, when I purchased this one, I've had no quality issue with this one. I also have an older Chanel, which is my wallet on chain, which is from 2017. I've had no quality issue with that one. And then I also bought the pre-loved Chanel Paris Salzburg Mountain Backpack, which is from a 2015 collection. And that one I've had no issue with as well, but very similar to kind of like this bag where it has almost like a worn in kind of look. It does have the, what is it, like palladium, I don't want to say palladium hardware, ruthenium. That one has the ruthenium hardware. And it is a little bit worn. Again, it's from 2015, but that one still looks really good. It functions well. But yeah, getting back to this bag right here. So I just kind of want to talk about that a little bit. So even with this bag no longer being sold through Chanel, this one has still gone through increases on the pre-loved market. And so it was already hard enough to pay the premium for this one back in 2021. So I definitely would be out of the game to pay the current premium. And like I said, guys, it's $6,800 on the Real. I'm not even talking about Fashion File, because I've seen this bag on Fashion File and it's been even higher, like $7,500. So, and this again isn't even a leather bag. So, but I really have noticed that a lot of the denim bags through Chanel, I don't even remember what year this started happening, but a lot of those bags have been sold at a premium, and they're like essentially sold for like a lot more than what they were sold for in the store. But yeah, I know that Chanel again just recently had another price increase. So they don't have, I've checked the website multiple times, and I know I've watched quite a few of these videos where they're talking about the Chanel price increase and people are priced out of Chanel. Yeah, so you guys, I haven't really been concerned about Chanel as a brand. I would say for the past at least like 2 years. I don't know, when did I buy that yellow Chanel bag? I want to say almost I think this year's 2 years for that one. That one will hit 2 years in another few months. And yeah, that's about the time I really haven't cared about Chanel since that time. It's just because I felt like I'd had my fill. And so, and I still feel that way. I feel like I've had enough, like, and not in a bad or negative way, but I feel like I'm good. I don't need anything else. Like, I don't want anything else. As a matter of fact, I really probably could sell a few things and be perfectly fine. So, and like I said, I haven't worn this one this year at all. And I will tell you why at this moment in time. So, and then we'll probably end off the video, you guys. So I haven't worn my Chanel denim bag, which again is my most used Chanel bag, because, you know, guess guys. This bag right here, which is my Hermes Picoton 18 and the 88 Graphite gold hardware. I got this bag January 5th or 6th from the boutique, when I got the text message that they were gonna offer me this bag. And since then, this bag today is actually what, March 5th? Sunday, March 5th. Yeah, so I've been wearing this bag. Tomorrow will be 2 months. I have not switched out of this bag. And I will tell you, like, when I leave my apartment, I can't bear the thought of leaving this bag here. It's just what it is. I love so much about this bag. I love bucket bags. Bucket bag is the first luxury bag that I technically, I guess, purchased. pre-loved, which was my Louis Vuitton No Way. So bucket bags are just, I love bucket bags, even though of course they don't have the best security or any real security, but I love bucket bags. I love the fact that this is a luxury brand, but it's understated. It's different. It's simple. You can dress it up. You can just leave it plain. No one asks me any questions about this bag. No one gives me a second look really about this bag. I've gotten compliments on it, but I don't know if people really know it's an Hermes bag, and that's great for me. Like, I love that. I love the fact that it's a good quality bag. I use it grocery shopping. I take it everywhere, and no one bothers me about this bag. Maybe some people probably do know it's Hermes, but I think the good majority of people probably don't, which I love. And it's just a very simple bag to use. It's easy to use. It's easy to pair with certain things. And even if it's not easy to pair with things, I'm still gonna wear it because I love it and I don't wanna leave it home. And if I need a more practical bag to take out, because this isn't always the most practical, let's be honest. Like if I'm gonna go to a festival or out and about, guess what I'm carrying? I'm carrying Lululemon belt bags. This is a new one. This is the Wild Berry, which is a newer color from Lululemon. And again, this is the Everywhere belt bag. That one, there's another one that I just bought as well. I haven't even used yet. This is another Everywhere belt bag. This is in black with gold hardware, which was like a limited one, I guess, that they put on the website. They might restock it. I haven't even opened this one yet. I just got it in the mail yesterday. But yeah, I was really waiting on them to come out with the large size and gold hardware, and they did. So yeah, this one will definitely be getting a lot of use. I also have this black with silver hardware, as well as a gray with silver hardware as well. And then I also just got this one, which is the Lululemon Clean Lines belt bag. Because again, guys, like so many people wear these bags, like no one pays it any attention. So I feel like too, I don't have to baby this bag. I can go out, and if it gets a stain, I can clean it off. It's good. Like I don't have any issues. So guys, like it's either this or like one of my belt bags is kind of what I'm wearing out. And I do work from home remotely, so I don't even go out on a daily basis. So these would be kind of like the only items I would need if I, when I do go out. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna see how long I stay in this this zone. And if I'm kind of still in this same place in another 3 or 4 months, I don't want to carry any other bag than my Picoton, and I'm still using my Everywhere belt bags or my Clean Lines bag that I have now. I may really consider selling some items. I'm gonna give it some more months though, especially since we just had the Chanel price increase, because I don't want to do anything hastily, but I can already think of like at least two bags I can sell. But we're gonna give it another few months, and then I'll come back to you guys and let you know. I want to stop talking about it, and I really want to be about it. So that's where we're headed in 2023. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, comment below. Send me your questions if you want any more information about any of the items I talked about. So I did want to briefly, again, do that review on my Chanel Denimpression bag and talk about the current price, as well as what some of the other items I've been loving right now. And then kind of how I feel a little bit about the Chanel price increase. And so, yeah, so again, tell me your thoughts below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you share with anyone else who likes this type of content. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You do that by hitting the red button below and the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.